Now, in your 37-year career, a lot of interesting things, I'm sure, have happened with the Capitol and perhaps in other areas. Tell us about some of those, some of the very interesting things you've done as a landscape architect.
Well, I think going back to my earlier years in private practice, in the 1990s, I took a trip, late 90s, I took a trip back to Central Florida, and I was driving down a busy street, and I was driving past what I thought was really a beautiful landscape. It was just so lush, and everything made sense, the way the plants were juxtaposed. And I slammed on the brakes, and I did a U-turn, and I went back to look at it up close. And I got out of the car, and I realized I had done that project over 30 years ago. So that's gratifying. And when you design, you're really not designing just for the present or even the next very few years, but you're designing for, you hope, a long time if it's a landscape that's worthy of being preserved. And then going from private practice to public practice, I think seeing the response that people have to the Capitol, and I know you've taken thousands of people through the inside of the Capitol, and we've been on tours of the grounds together, but to see how people are just totally struck with the beauty and the majesty and the stature of our architecture and landscape architecture at the Capitol, and to hear their comments. And as you know, I've done many walking tours of the grounds for people who work on the Hill from all over Washington, D.C., the surrounding region, and it's just such a wonderful experience to share. And I think the more people know about something, whether we're talking about music or painting or landscape architecture, the more you know about it, the better you can appreciate it, the more deeply you can appreciate it. So I would say the interaction between people and plants, our plants are always just getting better and better, and we have a great grounds crew who does a tremendous job of protecting and preserving and improving the plants through good horticultural care.